Hello and welcome to my channel. As you enter, please hit that like button. So today I am going to be discussing the rapper and actress Eve. So there was a family photo that was posted to social media and it showed Eve, her husband, her son, and what seems to be her husband's family. Now her husband is white, so what ended up happening is Eve is pretty much the only black person in the photo, and people had something to say about that she looked like the maid or the help, which she does not at all. What is happening is that people are upset that Eve actually matured, grew up, and moved on to bigger and better things in her life. People wanted Eve to stay with men like Stevie J, getting disrespected and used. Eve basically did whatever every adult is supposed to do, which is to grow up, mature, and live a more settled life. The problem is that the majority of adults don't do that. We live in a society full of adults who are immature and act like kids still. And then they raise their own kids to be immature and they never grow up, and the cycle continues also. Lots of people are simply jealous and really don't like to see a black woman succeed and live laid-back life. She does not have to struggle. Her and her husband really actually seem to have a decent marriage, and she was lucky enough to get a man who cares about her, makes more money than her, is supportive, and is a provider, which sadly in today's world most women will never get. That goes back to the reason why I think women in particular has something to say about the picture. I have found that lots of women praise marriages like Cardi B and Offset, where he constantly cheats and disrespects her, in marriages like Simone Biles, where her husband told the world she chased him. People never really seem to praise unproblematic marriages like Eve, and I think it's because most people are in problematic marriages, and lots of women who are married are getting disrespected by their husbands. So when they see a woman like Eve who's not getting disrespected, I think that there's definitely some envy and jealousy there. It's great that Eve moved on with her life and really seems to be happy and enjoying herself. The black community overall seems to have a big issue with black women who kind of move on with their lives and put themselves first like Eve, because when you put yourself first as a black woman, that means that you will not be mulling for anybody. You will be worrying about yourself and doing what works for you and picking the best partner in neighborhood and lifestyle, therefore kind of leaving the hood behind. It seems as though that's something that is really frowned upon within the black community, because they need black women there to march to hide criminals, to have babies, and take care of grown men. So what Eve is doing is showing black women that you don't have to settle for less and that you can really live a decent life without so much struggle. And that is the issue that people have with Eve, because once more black women see other black women doing that, they may say to themselves, oh well, let me try to level up my lifestyle, let me grow up and mature, and maybe I have to leave the hood and leave this community, and this community is mindset behind, and that's what they don't want you to do. People also had an issue with Eve being the only black person in that picture, because it seems to me like black men have no issue being the only black person. In a lot of settings, people know that black men have no problem interracially marrying, moving on, and really not being around black people. It's usually black women who feel the need to always be around black people and be pro black. But again, when they see pictures like this, it shows that not all black women are like that, and black women don't always have problems interracially marrying, having friends who are different races, and being in spaces where they are the only black person. And we see black women doing that, then they know that other black women may say, okay, well, let me go to this university, let me move out of this area, and more black women will stop caring about race. And that's what they don't want, because between black men and black women are actually the ones that are pro-black and care about the black community. Black men care like they do, but they really don't. They just don't want black women to leave the black community and better themselves. So I think that more black women should actually look up to Eve. I think she is a great role model, a great woman. I saw how she transitions from rapper to actress. She is a great actress. She's worth $25 million and she seems happy and like she's living her best life. Thank you for watching. See you next time.